Welcome back to the Girl Cave. I know I'm a little late, but I was having technical difficulties with my phone. But here is what I had left over of my winter kit. I started with 49 sheets of paper, and it might have been just a little bit more because some of the papers, I had 2 of them and I didn't count them. Maybe like 55 maybe. And my goal was to complete 10 pages using my winter kit. And I managed to create 30 pages. 18 of them were single layouts, and I created 6 double layouts. And that made me super happy because I use what I have. Now let me share with you some of the leftovers. These leftovers, this is just part of them, are going to go in a giveaway box because I don't have a need for them. I know that I'm not going to use them anymore. So I'm going to start with the die cuts. I have these leftover. I use this one. I'm not going to use them. I don't have a need for them, so maybe somebody else can. I have these. This one. I have some tags from that basic gray sheet that I'm not going to use. And then some smaller 2x2 things. I have, whoopsies, some of these strips. I use a lot of them. I use them because I cut them and I make little banners. So I don't know if anybody else would like them. So I'm going to put them in my giveaway box. There are several of them. That's going to go. These are a little bigger pieces. Again, these are really good for like layering. This is some basic gray. This one, I just love. It's so beautiful. I don't know if I have another sheet of paper that. And then these bigger pieces, half of a snowflake, basic gray. Okay, so that's the paper, scraps. I have this from that winter kit that I had purchased at Hobby Lobby. These sheets go together. I'm not going to use them. I have a ornament piece of paper. I have this full sheet of paper. I use one of them. I have this one. I use the green. I'm giving away one of the snowballs, basic gray. This piece of paper, which is beautiful, but I had 2 and I only used 1. This one I already used, so I'm not going to use it again. I have this one. And then of this 12x12 sticker sheet, I'm going to take just the skates. But everything else that has to do with winter and snow, I'm going to let go. I need the skates for a page that I have of us skating on the cruise in Italy. So that I'm going to keep. Oh, I have these brands, like vintage. And that's not my style, although the bells are absolutely beautiful. But I know myself, I'm not going to go very traditional with my scrapbooking Christmas in the future. And I have 1 traditional paper pad and 1 fun paper pad for Christmas. And I have still a few leftover loose sheets, so I will keep that. These stickers go with this paper kit. I don't need them. We will let somebody else enjoy it. I had 2 of these rolls of washi, and washi, you just can't use it up. So why do I have 2 of the same one? I'll let that go. I have this entire packet of creative memory vellum phrases and titles. I'm not going to use them, so let somebody else have it. I have more of these die cuts. They're absolutely beautiful, but I use all the ones that I know that I'm going to need. And then as far as stickers, I had that left over, which goes with this collection. I had just 1 little sticker that says, I love to ski. I don't have any more skiing pictures. I'm not going skiing ever again. I have this one that says Baby's First Christmas. I have no need for that. I already did all my baby pictures. And then these came from a sticker book. So I took out 1 of each of the sticker sheets, except for this one. I got both of them out because I'm not going to use those numbers. And I'm including that here because I don't need so many. I really don't. And this stamp set, which is brand new, I just got it recently in a grab bag. It's not been used. I'm not going to use it. So I'm going to include it here in the giveaway as well. So this is what's going to go in my giveaway box. And if you would like to adopt my leftovers, all you have to do is leave me a comment in the video. Tell me, what's your favorite leftover meal? What do you like to eat the next day as leftovers? I'm going to share with you now the leftovers that I actually am going to keep. I'm keeping all of the other embellishments. I still have a lot of them. See, this is the sticker pad that I took out one sheet, one of each of the sheets, and I put it in the giveaway pile. So I'm keeping these. I have to organize them and put them away with my Christmas kit. These are the only rubber stamps that I'm keeping. These I had to begin with. These seem to be more my style. So I will be keeping these. This beautiful little washi. I love it. I still have quite a bit of that left. So this I'm keeping. But I still had quite a bit of embellishments left over. So remember these two that I grabbed from my desk? I never did use them. I should move them forward with my spring kit. But I use quite a bit. So that makes me happy. This I will have to put away. These are small pieces that I'm keeping because I find that these little strips, I tend to use them. I make them into little banners. I use them for layering pieces, and they're just so beautiful. Like this one, I might even move forward with my spring kit as well as this one. Like that side, I could see. So I'm going to move these forward to my spring kit. The red scraps I'm keeping because I love this shade of red. This is my favorite shade of red. I think it's like a barn red. So I will keep these. These are good for layering or punching die cuts out. So these are going to go with my red scraps. And then these I'm going to keep with my Christmas scraps because I could use them as layering pieces. This die cut I'm keeping, and I'm moving forward with my spring kit because the backside has some rainbows. And I don't tend to buy a lot of paper with rainbows, but I do enjoy them every once in a while. So that goes there. And then here is the bigger chunk of things that I'm keeping. And most of this will go back into my winter kit. So I'm keeping these 3 tags. My ferns are going with my regular stickers. I'm keeping this one, but I'm going to put it with, I'm not going to put it with my winter kit. I'm putting it with the family collection that I have because I think I could use them. I'll put them here. The stripes, I don't have a lot of stripes for Christmas, so this will go with my Christmas kit. This will go in my regular stash because it's wood grain. So let me move that here. This sticker sheet, I only use one, so that's going to go with my Christmas supplies. Back again, this sheet, I use so much of it, and I love it. So I'm going to keep it. This will go with my alphas. This goes back with Christmas. Back with Christmas. This one goes back with Christmas. These are just, what do you call it? Sketches that I had there. And then as far as paper, this will go into my regular paper supply. Look, I have more of these little manufacturing strips. These are more Christmas theme. So these will go all with my Christmas supplies. And I have some bigger scraps. I love this side. Honestly, I could probably throw these, and I think I will. I'm going to throw these with spring because they don't have anything that's Christmassy. It's just like a little squiggly line. So I'll put that with the spring kit. Maybe these as well. You never know. I'll look at these really carefully and see which ones. Like that green, tell me that will not go well with spring. So let's throw it in there. I'm keeping these die cuts. I have a bigger scrap. Oh, I'm making a mess here again. Making a mess. Look at that beautiful. Oh, you know what? Throw it with spring. It's beautiful. Okay, this I'm keeping. This I'm keeping. Keeping that. Keeping this. That would be cute in spring too. Decisions. No, I'll keep it with Christmas. Christmas, full-size sheets of paper. I have that one. I'm keeping. This one I'm going to keep with Christmas. This one, it's Christmas. Okay, I'm going to keep it in Christmas because of this. So I'll keep that. I'll keep the ledger. I'll keep the stripes. This one will go with my regular paper collection. Put it there. The backgrounds I will keep with Christmas only because it has a little bit of red, and I have plenty of backgrounds in the other collections. This one, Christmas? Yes, I'm going to keep with Christmas because of the snowflakes. And then since I'm moving the scraps to spring, I will keep this one with the Christmas collection. I love both sides. This one is going to go, this one stays in Christmas because I noticed that even though it's music sheet, it says on the first day of Christmas. This goes with my regular alphas. And then I'm going to keep these 12 by 12 sheets. I use a lot of this. We'll keep this one and this one. Those are my scraps. Let me share with you now the 30 pages that I created. Okay, so I will share first my 6 double page layouts. This is the first one, and I used that beautiful paper, and I matched it up with the Harlequin, and I love that. Use my washi. I don't want to spend too much time on these because the video gets too long. Another double page layout, and I really wanted to showcase this paper, so that worked out well. And I mixed it with wood grain, and then the washi that was a little gummy worked out really well for me. So I'm going to keep it a little bit longer, and I even put a little bunny there because we were at the bunny slopes. Okay, there's that. And if you look closely at my layouts, you will see that I have newer supplies, older supplies. Like these are fairly new. I have to do my journaling still. And then I have lots of older supplies as well. This is a Creative Memories border strip. Like that is old. That's probably close to 15, 20 years old. But they work together. Don't get rid of your older supplies. This one, oops, let me cover that. I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. I was being silly. This one, I had to bring in some other papers that were not in my winter kit because I wanted the kitchen theme. I was helping my friend Diane bake cookies, and then we were at the cookie party. So I mixed my Christmas supplies with non-Christmas supplies, and it works. Lots of older product, like this is from a card that I had fussy cut, one of those journaling cards. This is fairly old. This is new. This is new. This, I don't even know where it came from. And then the little gingerbread men, those are super old. Those are the traditional old punches that I had maybe 20 years ago. And I finally used them. I had a 35mm container with those and with some snowflakes, and I used all of them up. So that makes me happy. I got rid of 2 things. Okay, here, what do I have? This is super old. The brads are old. This is newer. That's newer. This is one of those manufacturing strips. I cut out just the name. If you have not been to St. Augustine Nights of Lights, wow. Really, it's one of the top 10 in the nation. We have over 3 million lights all over the historic downtown, and it is absolutely beautiful. This is, I have to put it back. On the back side where the brads are, I used to cover it with washi, but now I'm using scraps. Look at that. I love it. This and this. Those were super old. I had fussy cut them out from a thin sheet of paper. I managed to use them, and they look absolutely beautiful there as my cluster bases. Okay, lots of the older, what do you call these, brads? For the single page layouts, I created 18 of them. Here's one. I use a lot of these things are fussy cut from those journaling cards. And then this one I layered with stickers to create a little bunting. These are the little punch outs of the snowflakes that I finally used all of them up. This ribbon is super old. I managed to use my little crazy squirrel. She fits in perfectly there. This came from a gift tag. One of those gift bags. I had the little tag handing on the handles. Used it up. So I love incorporating newer things and older things. If you're looking to use up your older supplies and not have to buy too much of the new stuff, I'm your girl, because that's what I really enjoy doing. That's my style. Here's this one. I use a lot of the scraps. And again, older and newer supplies. That came from a journaling card that I fussy cut. I've used one of the viewfinders that I had in my, I think I had 3 in my kit, and I used up one of them. This one, I wasn't sure about this paper, but I threw it in because I didn't have any black and white, and it worked. I love how it turned out for these pages. I have 1 journaling card, 2, 3 journaling cards there. And then for here, I knew this is a scrap of paper that I had. And then I knew that I wanted that check here. So I didn't want to cut into the whole sheet of paper because I knew it was only like 1/2 inch. So I used the washi. This background paper was already distressed. So I took that hue and I distressed this one. And that right there is one of the little words that I had printed out and given away as gifts during my 30 Days of Gratitude project several years ago. And you know how the sticker sheets have a lot of phrases? I used quite a bit of them there. And I used up all of my little snowflakes. Here, this piece right here, that was my inspiration piece. Especially this one. And it worked out perfectly. This sticker is super old. And these scraps as well. Actually, all my paper is old because this is a basic grade paper. But I love it. Another one of those journaling cards that I fussy cut. These were all scraps, all of these, except for the background. They were all scraps that I had left over from other layouts, and I tried to use them up so that I wouldn't create more scraps. And then this cute little washi was on a gift tag that I received as Happy Meal. This paper I had already miscut at one point, and I decided, you know what, let's use it up with this green star paper that was difficult for me to use. So I finally used it, and then I used a lot of the tags from that basic gray sheet. This, again, scraps, scraps, scraps. They're all layered in. This one was that paper from Tim Holtz, and I used both. This one, I had some of the words show through, and I love how it turned out. I love this older vintage style looking die cut mixed in with the newer things. That's very old as well. That's another one of the phrases that that I had cut out. I'll put it right there so that you can read the journaling. Hopefully you can read my handwriting. This was a fun day. This one I use a lot of scraps as well, and I used the newer collection of the Meowie Christmas. I had pictures of Mr. Pochi underneath the Christmas tree. He's so cute. Look at that baby. Look at that baby. He's so handsome. And then this picture, I used one of the tags that I had that was super old. I used it. This is Murphy Jane Victoria. She was my dog. She has passed. It's been like 9 or 10 years since she's passed. But this was her first Christmas and her last Christmas with us. Absolutely love this page. And put the little angel there for her. See, this is the other Tim Holtz paper, and for this one, I only used the border. So I love it. And look, see what I'm talking about? Those little scraps. Just use them up. Use some sequins there. These were 2 journaling cards that I had. I'm so happy that I got to finally use them. And that's one of those wax stamps that I had created a few years ago, and I finally used it. Here we go. A mix of old product, new product. It's all in there. This is not even Christmas related. That was from the Tim Holtz tag pack. Again, the manufacturing strip. I like to use those. Here we go. Lots of scraps as well. This is very thin paper, but it doesn't really matter when it comes to me because I place these on the Creative Memories paper. So that's going to give it a lot of support. So I can use thin paper and it works out fine for me. Look at the use of scraps here. Look at this. That I punch out a little piece there. My old ribbon. Tiny little strip left over from this, one of the journaling cards. This was an old scrap that I had. Worked perfectly for this layout. And then this layout, really, this is my new passion. Create QR codes and preserve people's voices. And if you are interested in doing that, I have a video that I'm going to link below and I teach you just how easy it is to do that. If you scan this QR code, you'll be able to hear how my mom greets me every single Christmas. And I really wanted to document that because it is so special. I look forward to it every single year when I knock on her door. I look forward to her greeting and I wanted to preserve that memory. My next video will be my spring kit share. It'll be, I think it's going to be smaller than my winter kit. Don't forget, if you are interested in what I put aside that I'm not going to use anymore, just leave me a comment below and tell me what is your favorite leftover meal. And I'll put you in for the giveaway for that. Come back again next week and I'll see you then. Bye.